Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 6, which is integers. Every day we use many numbers. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 54, then 91, 2000, like this. So these numbers are positive numbers and some negative numbers are also there. Suppose negative numbers are like -1, -2, -3, -54, -91, -2000, like this. So altogether these positive numbers and these negative numbers are called integers. So let us see the number line. So this is the number line and here you can see two arrows are given. This means we don't know where the line will end. So that is why we have given here arrow and here also one arrow, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1000, 2000, like this we can write here. So we don't have this much space to cover all the numbers. That is why we have given here this arrow. That means this line will go on. Same like this, in this side also, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, -11, -2000, -5000. In this way we can put all the numbers in the number line. So same thing, we don't have so much space to write all the numbers. So that is why we have given here this arrow, because in this way also this line will go on. Now in the middle of the line we will write 0. Then on the right side we will write all the positive numbers and on the left side we will write all the negative numbers. Now see the distance between 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 0 and -1, -1 and -2, -1 and -3, all are same. So we have to draw the number line in this way. The space between each number should be equal. On the right side of the 0 we will get the positive integers and on the left side of the 0 we will get the negative integers. All together these are called integers. Some are positive integers and some are negative integers. Now one more important thing is that whenever we will go on the right side of the 0, the numbers increases. That means 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, 5 is greater than 4. In this way the numbers increases. Now whenever we will go to the left side of the 0, the number decreases like this. -1 is less than 0, -2 is less than 1, -3 is less than -2, -4 is less than -3. In this way the numbers decreases. That means if we compare -2 and 2, 2 will be greater than -2. That means the greater number is always on the right side of the smaller number. If we say -3 and 6, here 6 is greater. So 6 is on the right side of -3. That means greater number is always on the right side of the smaller number, and this smaller number -3 is on the left side of the greater number 6. Now we will start exercise 6.1. The question number 1 is given, write opposites of the following. So we have to write the opposites of the following questions. Question number A is increase in weight. So here we have to use the opposite word of the word increase. The opposite word of this word increase is decrease. So the answer of question number 1A will be decrease in weight. Then question number B, 30 kilometer north. here we have to use the opposite word of north, which is south. So our answer will be 30 km south. Question number C, 80 meter east. The opposite word of east is west. So the answer of question number C is 80 meter west. Then question number D is loss of 700. Here we have to use the opposite word of loss, which is gain. So the answer will be gain of rupees 700. Question number E is 100 meter above sea level. Here we have to use the opposite word of above, which is below. So our answer of question number E is 100 meter below sea level. Now in some books question number C is given like 326 BC. Here we have to use the opposite of BC, which is AD. So our answer will be 326 AD. Question number 2, represent the following numbers as integers with appropriate sign. An aeroplane is flying at a height 2000 meter above the ground. Now see, here the line is written above the ground. Whenever it is above the ground, we will assume it is positive. So we will write the answer of question number 2A is plus 2000. That means positive, because it is above the ground. Question number B is a submarine is moving at a depth 800 meter below the sea level. Here it is written below the sea level. So here we will write the answer like minus 800. Now question number C is a deposit of rupees 200. Whenever we deposit some amount of rupees in our account, this amount is added to our balance. So whenever the word deposit is given, that means we are adding something. Adding means we have to use the positive sign. So here we will write the answer like plus 200. Question number D, withdrawal of rupees 700. Withdrawal means whenever we are taking out our money from our account, that means our balance is deducting. That means here our account balance is decreasing. So here we will use the negative sign, that means minus 700. Question number 3, represent the following numbers on number line. Question number A is given plus 5, B is given minus 10, question number C is given plus 8, question number D is given minus 1, question number E is given minus 6. So let us see the solution of question number 3. So this is the solution of question number 3. So this is the solution of question number 3. Question number 3A is this one, and here we have marked plus 5. Now see, here we have drawn the number line and the distance between each numbers are equal. Now on the right side of the 0 we will get 5. That is why we have kept this right side of 0 longer and this left side of 0 shorter, because we don't need the left side of the 0. That is why we have drawn up to minus 1, and here we have stopped, and here we have given this arrow. On the right side of the 0 we can write more numbers here, but we have written up to 8. You can write up to 7 also, you can write up to 6 also. Then you can put this arrow. Question number B, here we have to mark the number plus 10. So plus 10 is also on the right side of the 0. So we have kept this right side of the 0 longer and left side of the 0 up to minus 1. And we have written here up to 13. You can stop up to 12, you can stop up to 11 also, and you can put this arrow. Here I have written up to 13 and we have marked this 10. Question number C, we have to mark plus 8. So again it is on the right side of the 0. So we have kept this longer and we have marked 8 and we have written up to 10. This is your choice how many numbers you are writing on the number line. Your target is to mark the number that is given in our question. In our question the number given is 8, so we have marked. Now this is our choice how many numbers we will write here. So here we have written 9 and 10 both. Question number D is we have to mark -1. So see, on the left side of the 0 we will get -1. So on the left side of the 0 we have written up to -2. -1 and -2 we have written, and on the right side of the 0 we have written only 1. So in this way we have marked -1 here. Question number E, here we have to mark -6 and it is on the left side of the 0. So we have kept this left side of the 0 longer and we have written up to -10 and we have marked this -6. Here also the distance between each number are equal. So this is the important point. Whenever you will draw the number line, you have to remember that the distance between each number will be equal. So in this way we can solve question number 3. Question number 4. In question number 4 it is given that adjacent figure is a vertical number line representing integers. Observe it and locate the following points. So question number A is, if point D is +8, then which point is -8? So for that, first of all, we will mark the points. If D is +8, then this point will be 7, the next point will be 6, C is 5, B is 4, then below B the point will be 3, A will be 2, below A it will be 1, O will be 0, after O, below O the point will be -1, H will be -2, below H this one will be -3, then below -3 this point will be -4, below -4 the point will be -5, G will be -6, below G the point will be -7, F will be -8, below -8 the point will be -9, and E will be -10. The picture you draw on your copy and mark all the points. Now the question is, if point D is +8, then which point is -8? So the point -8 will be F. Above O all the points are positive and below O all the points are negative. That means above O the numbers are positive integers and below O the numbers are negative integers, and O is 0. Then question number B is given, is point G a negative integer or a positive integer? Now look at the diagram. G is below O, so G will be a negative integer and it will represent -6. So question number B, the answer will be negative integer. I am not changing the screen because if I change the screen then these writings will be deleted. So you match it with your book. Question number C is given, write integers for points B and E. So point B is 4 and point E will be -10. Then question number D is given, which point marked on the number line has the least value. So among these integers, the negative integers are less if we compare it to the positive integers, and -10 is the least value. So the question is, which point marked on the number line has the least value? So the answer will be E. The point E is marked on the number line has the least value and the value is -10. This is the answer of question number D. This is the answer of question number C. Now question number E, arrange all the points in the decreasing order of value. So here we have to arrange all the points in the decreasing order of the value. Decreasing means from greater to smaller. So whenever we have to arrange the points in decreasing order, that means from greater to smaller, we have to come in this way, from up to down. So first of all we have to write D. D has the value 8, then C. C has the value 5, then B. B has the value 4, then A. A has the value 2, then O. O is the value 0, then H. H is the value -2, then G. G is the value -6, then F. F has the value -8, then E. E has the value -10. So this is the decreasing order. So D is +8, C is 5, B is 4, A is 2, O is 0, H is -2, G is -6, F is -8, E is -10. So in this way we can arrange the points in decreasing order.